What's up, my friends? I've been recently thinking about the role of social media in the path to purification and other distractions, right? It's a lot of it is we get sucked into it, and it's just a distraction. It distracts us from dedicating ourselves more fully to the purification of the temple, the body. Because remember, everything is God. The temple, the body is God. And one of the highest devotions we can make to the Creator is by purifying our temple, because it is a blessing that the Creator has given us this physical vehicle so we can observe as God. We are observing as God this unique experience that we're all having, right? So one of the highest devotions, two of the highest devotions that people on the path of purification like to focus on are purification of the temple, mind, body, soul, spirit, right? And presence, being in the present moment. If we can focus on being in the present moment, which probably doesn't involve social media, you know what I mean? So I myself get caught in the trap all the time. I'll get off for a long time. I won't even go on for a long time. Just forget about it. Remember, if you're trying to post content, do your work and step back. Do your work. You're not doing it for the result, right? I'm not doing the work. I'm not sharing content on here as someone on the path of detoxification and purification for the Creator, for God, the infinite Creator. I'm just doing the work as it comes to me, and I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to be like, all right, it doesn't matter what the result of the work is. That's what we got to do, because we're doing the work as a way to continue on the path to serving God, right? That's why we're doing the work. So we got to try to do it and then step back and get back into the presence and get back into purification, because what helps us on our path of purification are daily purification habits like meditation and yoga and nasal rinsing and dry brushing and enemas and cold showers, that type of thing. What helps us is staying present, because the mind is a poor servant but a powerful. No, the mind is a poor master but a good servant. I don't know. I'm messing that up. What was it? No, it's a poor master but a great servant. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, that's the mind. So we want to stay present on the path of purification. Social media, movies, video games, all that stuff, anything in the external world really is a part of the distraction. Well, look at Buddha. Do you think Buddha would have got enlightened if he was staring at social media all day, checking his likes and worrying about the result of something? No. What he had to do to get enlightened is completely withdraw himself from the entire external world for a prolonged period of time. So basically not identifying with anything in the illusion, right? That's what meditation is, and stopping the mind, the mind that tries to control us. A lot of us never stop thinking ever. We don't even realize it, right? He had to withdraw from that and be in silence, in darkness, completely withdrawn from this reality to reach the state of enlightenment where he was connected to the entire universe. So think about that. That is what we have to do. That is why we start with the zero point of the journey, which is purification of the physical temple, because that is going to help lead us to the highest path, to the connection to the universe. Like some people, like Ram Dass's guru, Neem Karoli Baba Maharaji. He was basically an enlightened being. Ram Dass said he was always in the present moment. The stories about him are just, they're so beautiful, guys. If you ever get a chance, I think Ram Dass wrote a book called Miracle of Love, I think it was. It was stories about Neem Karoli Baba and all the miracles he did. Oh, they're so amazing. You guys got to check them out. They're so great. This woman I was cooking food for 4 people, and Maharaji shows up with like 20 people, and he goes, "Come on, can we have dinner here?" And she obviously Maharaji was a saint, basically. And she's like, oh, she was all like, man, she was all flustered. She's like, man, I only got food for 4 people, Maharaji. This ain't gonna fly, man. I can't feed 20 people. And it's kind of a bad thing in India to not have enough food to feed your guests. So he's like, don't worry about it. Just put the pot on and you keep serving. Maharaji said she kept serving. She had plenty of food for 20 plus people, and she only had food for 4. Isn't that crazy? There's all kinds of awesome stories like that, guys. He would tell a person not, to be at a certain place at a certain time, and he would just automatically just be there. It's nuts. You know what I mean? But there's lots of cool stories like that. He was always in the present moment, right? He was always in the present moment. And what did he have in his journal? What did Maharaji have in his journal? Just 2 pages every night. Ram, 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 Ram. God, 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 God. Because that's where his highest focus was. Now, what's interesting is Maharaji didn't seem to identify as much with cleansing the physical temple. He was probably born such a high being already that you're just going through it. But for most of us, I would say, for people like me, that the purification of the temple is vital to our connection, because that's all connected. It just depends how you're going to see it on that level, right? And that's the level I'm on, is devotion to the God by purification of the body, keeping the mind and the heart on the Creator at all times in the present moment. That is how we raise our vibration to the highest level, so our vibrational cup overflows and affects more and more people around us. Just the vibration of our being. And that's how we change the world, right there. Not as much through words, but through literally being the embodied light, embodied enlightenment, the light, becoming the light. So, social media as a distraction, as was my main point of this video, is it's hard not to get sucked into it. But what I'm saying is, one way to think about it is do the work and step back. Don't do it for the result. The result is going to be whatever the result is going to be, right? And then you'll be able to stay more in the present and not be so absorbed in what's happening in this false world of social media, right? So that's just a few thoughts I had on the path of purification and detoxification. Is detoxification. That's why I talk about detoxification so much, because it is vital on the purification of the temple and getting our energy channels back in line and the cells of our body hydrated and back up to a super high vibration with those biophotons, as John Rose talks about. The humans are supposed to have a certain level of biophotons that we get from raw foods, but because people do not eat raw foods, their levels are way down there, man. They're way down there. You're eating that processed and cooked food, man. Your biophoton levels are in the floor, guys. That's why you gotta get on that raw food. And when you're on the juices, it's even higher. It's way up there, man. That's why you're connected like super deep. People can hear. I've heard crazy stories of people on the water fast hearing like a heavenly choir my friend was telling me about. We are so clean and so pure. Think of the level of connection we can achieve when we purify the temple and when we keep our mind and our heart on the Creator as much as possible. Number one focus all the time. So what we need to do for that is do our work, step back, remain in the present moment. And that's what's going to help us continue to focus on what's important, which is raising our light, our vibration, our connection with the divine, and being a vessel as much as a present, just channel vessel for the divine light, in which just us being and doing the work we will be doing will be powerful enough to inflict change on others, raise other levels, other people who are lower, who are stuck in lower vibrations and programs of this world. Which one of the most powerful programs of this world is the food program, to keep our consciousness suppressed, which I've talked about in some few other videos. I thank you guys for watching. I did a few lives recently with my son. We were juicing, having some fun. If you guys check those out. I thank everybody for watching my channel. If you guys have any questions or comments or anything you'd like to see me talk about in more depth in videos with detoxification or purification on the path I share with many of you, feel free to ask. I'd love to. I have plenty to say, as you can see. Have a great night, guys. Love you.